problem.
All right. Oh man, so we're in Indianapolis. We're at the Egyptian Room at the old National Center. Just got done playing a killer show. You're out on the road right now. Behemoth, Cannibal Corpse, Aeon, man. How do you feel like tonight went? Because I think tonight went amazing.
I feel like I have a very bad cold.
Well, it is cold out there.
But I also feel very good. This is a wonderful venue.
Yeah, it's one of my favorite places. I always look forward to when concert season is going to start here because there's 3 different venues in this building. So there's one.
It's huge.
Yeah, it's ridiculous.
It's like a maze.
Yeah,
like back there.
Sometimes you don't know where the shows are going to end up being held.
Okay.
So I'm super excited that it was in the Egyptian Room, man.
Yeah, very, very cool room actually.
Yeah. Tonight was my first time seeing you guys, and I couldn't be more impressed. I was just completely blown away by the entire thing.
Okay,
man.
glad to hear that. Thank you, man.
But how's it been being on the road, especially with bands like Cannibal Corpse and Behemoth, and especially Aeon just got done playing their set a little bit ago.
Mm-hmm. Well, it's been fantastic, I'd say. Can't really say anything else when you get to play shows like these.
Yeah.
I mean, great venues pretty much every night, and a lot of people. I think that's the best part, I think, playing in front of people who've never heard about us, that actually become new fans.
Yeah, making new fans. It's fun, especially
cool.
being the first band, because a lot of times, especially in a market like Indianapolis, that metal isn't what it used to be here anymore.
Okay.
And so it's always cool to watch fans who are discovering a band for the first time go in not sure what to expect, and then mid show just become instant fans.
Yeah, and we experience that every night.
Nice.
Which is what it helps.
Yeah.
It's what we're here for, I guess.
Awesome.
Really. So no, it's just great, and it's great playing with both Behemoth and Cannibal Corpse as well as Aeon, and we're sharing a bus with them, and they're fantastic guys.
Nice.
Yeah, it's a pleasure to be here.
Nice. Let's talk about the new album, Children of the Night. It's coming out. The artwork was revealed today online, and talk about a kick-ass album cover. I mean, you use the same artist as you have in the past for this one.
Yeah, which is the second guitar player.
Yeah,
Jonathan.
Yeah. What does it mean to you guys to do, especially the album artwork, which is such an important part of the album, because that's what brings people in to want to pick it up. Keep it done in-house and, within the band.
Yeah, we've always done everything ourselves. Jonathan makes the covers and some other artwork, not this time, and I make the design.
Okay.
So we're a team.
Nice.
We've always been a team like that. And we want to keep it that way because, first of all, I guess we can keep it that way. And a band, to me, is more than just the music. So
it's a team and it's a family.
Yeah. And I mean, I understand why people use artists outside of the band as well, because that's... that also becomes a part of the band.
Yeah, well, and a lot of bands may not have the artistic talent to do,
of course,
an album cover too.
Yeah, and Jonathan is amazing. I mean, we've had some controversy with both the covers, our previous album and this one, because people think the previous album cover is from an old magazine.
Yeah.
And he did his own version of that. It looks very similar, but he made it himself. The same with the new one. It's a still from a silent movie from 1915, and people think it's
something original.
Yeah, but he's made everything by hand, so it's.
Is it frustrating when it's something like, like you said, this one's from a silent movie from a long time ago. Is it frustrating when people raise hell over something? You're like, it's not like we,
Well, I get a bit confused because just look at it for more than 2 seconds and you'll see that it's made with a pencil.
Right.
So I get amazed by the lack of interest, I guess, or
the ignorance.
Sort of the stupidity, but look at it for 5 seconds and you'll actually see that it's
right.
It's
well,
it's him.
touching on that a little bit, the artwork is inspired by a silent movie. What was it about that image from that movie that you felt fit the album the best?
I don't know. It's sort of like we've I mean the previous album cover came from like 1897, and we've sort of moved
right
a few years ahead now.
Right.
So in the 1950s, 20s, yeah.
Yeah.
And I don't know, that it just what
one of those
the
things
music
you just saw
said
it
to me,
just,
yeah.
it just fit.
This is it. I saw the image and yeah.
Awesome. Well, a lot of what you do is image based, you know, especially the stage shows. Very, very visual. With everything from the makeup to the backdrop to just the stage presence. Do you have to do anything to get into a different kind of state of mind to take the stage and present, you know, such a dynamic show?
Well, we used to do more, actually. Different kinds of things. From, I don't know, I used to cut my arm. We used to meditate. We used to do everything. But on a tour like this, we don't have the time.
Right.
Because we do the sound check, and then usually we're playing.
Maybe a 20-minute set, 30-minute set.
And before the set, there's just no time for any kind of ritual. So it's no, we don't really do anything like that anymore. We listen to some music, maybe the Doors, maybe, I don't know, that can dance or something to get in the mood. But that's pretty much it. I guess we're used to it. We can actually shift into that stage persona on cue. So.
I want to go way back in time with you real quick. What were a couple of the bands that you remember listening to when you were younger that made you think, that's what I want to do, and that's what I'm gonna do with the rest of my life?
Kiss.
Nice.
I was 5 or 6, and yeah, I think that was it.
Awesome.
And I have to mention, of course, Iron Maiden.
Yeah.
Which was my second band I discovered that became my band.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
And I mean, sure, Morbid Angel, but Kiss and Iron Maiden were definitely the two.
There's good reasons to get into music.
Yeah. It is.
They're only two of the biggest bands of all time. So that's awesome.
And I mean, you can probably see Kiss and Iron Maiden.
Yeah, I definitely see. Obviously with Kiss, because I mean there's makeup and stuff like that. But Maiden, I do see a little bit of that in there.
Yeah.
Which I'm hoping they end up going on tour with Megadeth this year, like they're talking about. That'll be kind of cool.
Oh, are they?
Yeah, it's supposedly a rumored tour, so we'll see if it happens. But that'd be cool.
Well, Bruce just got cancer.
Yeah, I know. So I don't know what's gonna happen now.
Yeah. So I mean, if my guess is that I
don't think he's going to be touring much this year.
Oh, well, you never know. He's an amazing man, apparently, so he'll get through this, I think.
Yeah.
He'll just push it aside, I think.
Yeah, it's just
continue.
It's just cancer.
Yeah, it's just cancer.
It's just cancer. If anybody can do it, Bruce can do it.
Exactly.
Tell me about Children of the Night. I haven't had a chance to sit down with it yet. I'm going to be doing that very soon, obviously. What was it like writing this one and coming off of the previous record, going into this one? Played a couple songs live, I believe. Yes?
Yeah, we play one song live, the first one on the album. Some of the material on the album is actually from before our second album.
Okay.
So
stuff that was kind of didn't make the cut for one of the other ones, kind of restructured it a little bit.
Exactly. Okay. So it fits. Those parts fit into this one, but we wrote this album quite fast, actually. It was, I mean, compared to our second album, which took like 6 years to write. So this, I don't know. It's when we entered the studio, I felt like we were not ready to do this.
Okay.
But we always feel like that when we enter the studio. So it turned out fine. I think it's it's definitely our best album, I think.
Awesome.
And I don't know, it's different again. You probably heard that it was quite different, the first song we played tonight.
Yeah.
But it's it could have been. I mean, some of the songs on the Formulas of Death, our second album, could easily have been on this album. So it's. I don't think the step is
too drastic.
No, I don't think so. And it's. I mean, to take the superficial parts, we don't have as much blast beats and
Right.
the more extreme metal parts might not be there anymore. I mean, the vocals are
a little bit more melodic than.
Yeah, I guess a little bit more rock based. I guess heavy metal. I don't want to say heavy metal because I think people get the wrong idea, but I think it is more heavy metal.
Less extreme death metal, more metal,
more music.
There we go.
More music. Yeah.
Awesome. What are a couple of things that, especially being on the road with Behemoth and Cannibal Corpse, that maybe you've learned on this tour, something that's really maybe taken you off guard that you just didn't expect? Holy shit, that wasn't supposed to happen.
Oh, what do you mean?
Not like surprises, but like, what are a couple of things that have been really stand out about this tour that have, pleasantly surprised?
Pleasantly surprised by how big it is. I mean, they're two really big bands, and together they're huge.
Massive.
Yeah, I mean, this show tonight.
Yeah,
there are a lot of people here.
Yeah, I wasn't sure with the weather what it was going to be like as far as the crowd turnout, but
this is
amazing.
Good, I think. Yeah,
amazing. It's packed in there.
So that's, I guess, and I mean, it's easy for us to play when it's like this because we usually, at least, we get a dressing room, which can be a difficult thing in the States.
Yeah. So you don't always have a dressing room.
No, exactly.
Sometimes you're outside, it's the bus.
In the van or whatever.
Yeah.
So, I mean, everything like that, it all helps to make the show better.
Awesome.
It really does. I mean, this is the first cold I have this tour. It usually takes like 3 days for me to get it. So
nice. You're like a month and a half in.
Yeah.
You got like, I think 2 weeks left, maybe.
2 weeks. Yeah.
3 weeks.
Yeah, I think we're maybe 4 weeks into the tour.
Yeah, something like that. So I think the 7th of March is the last show.
It is.
So
we're going down to warmer.
Smart. This is the wrong time of year to be touring up here. To tell you the truth, this is horrible.
This is warm compared to the last week.
I would say I heard that Winnipeg a couple days ago was like 35 below zero or something. It was
something
awful.
like that in wind.
So the rest of 2015, obviously, album. Mm-hmm. What's the rest of this year going to be looking like for you? Coming back over to the States at some point this year? Maybe next year?
Most likely not.
Okay.
But next year.
Okay.
I would be surprised if we didn't come next year.
Okay.
We're touring Europe in May. We're touring Europe in the fall.
Nice.
I'd rather tour here, to be honest.
Really?
Yeah, I mean, it's cool playing Europe as well, but I don't know, I like it here.
Awesome.
It's cool.
I feel like it's split down the middle. A lot of bands prefer touring Europe. A lot of bands prefer touring here.
It's easier to tour Europe. It's not as expensive. This is insanely expensive for us to do.
I can imagine.
Yeah, so that's the downside. But when you're here, we're having a good time.
Well, I'd assume in Europe you get to bring the full production with you, and you get to do things that you don't, like you said earlier, don't necessarily have time to do over here.
Yeah, hopefully at least. You never know.
In time.
Yeah, I mean, you work pretty much 24 hours a day on tour.
Right, exactly.
Or at least when you're not as big as these guys.
Right.
So, yeah, like I said, everything helps.
Absolutely.
Like that. But yeah, still looking forward to the European tours as well, of course, and some festivals this summer.
Yeah.
And then no one knows. I mean, the album isn't even out, so
right. We'll see.
Who knows? Yeah.
We'll see what happens.
Maybe people hate it. Maybe people love it.
I think they'll like it.
Yeah, I hope
if tonight was any sign, I think people will dig it. So, thank you so much for taking time.
Oh, thank you.
I know you got to get back up to the merch table here in a little bit. You got a lot of fans to meet up there, man. Thanks for taking time. I appreciate it.
Thank you, man. Thanks.
Have a great trip.